invite some peoples in here. Let me do this and this. What a week it was. What a week it was if you own a business. And if you don't even have to own a business. If you just are involved in any kind of marketing, the week that was phenomenal as far as learning stuff. I'm going to give you two case examples, one of which I ranted on extremely passionately, let's say that, on Friday. As I invite some other people in here, and give me just a moment. And the other thing was a story. Both of these stories had basically the same outcome, but they went about it in very different ways. And I'll tell you what they were as soon as I do that. There we go. Robert's here. Mo is here. Belinda, Marlon, and Jim are here. Hello. How are you? It's a beautiful Sunday evening here in St. Louis, Missouri, the center of America. This week, we had two unbelievable examples of PR. One went unbelievably well, and the other one went unbelievably bad. The story that seems to be garnering the most attention right now in the bad realm is the WDOK Star 102.5 Christmas 102 or whatever. I don't know. I tagged them in here. Maybe they'll watch it. Maybe they won't. I don't care. This whole story about the baby it's cold outside thing. Now, I don't know where you stand. I made my stance on it pretty ferociously the other day, saying that, yes, you got all of this attention. Congratulations. And most people hate you for the decision because it was a stupid decision. That's my opinion. And by the way, I have numbers to back that up and prove it, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the good news that you may have missed, the great PR story, which you may have missed, is Payless Shoes. Did you see this story? Payless Shoes. And by the way, this is not a new tactic. Walmart actually did this a number of years ago with their steaks. But what Payless Shoes did is they opened up a boutique high-end shoe store in New York City and called it Palessi. And then they invited people in. They say they put their shoes in the lighted cubes, with the backlit, and each shoe was in its own separate little case and looked very, very, very high, like Neiman Marcus, very, very exquisite. And what they did is they brought these fashion influencers and icons and whatnot in to check out these shoes. Excuse me. And what they did is ask these people in an interview, and they would say, well, tell us what you think about this shoe. Oh my God, this shoe is so great. I love it. It's awesome. Oh, how much would you pay for these shoes? $500, $600 easily. Well, these are from Payless and they cost $35. What? Shut up. No way. That is brilliant PR because that got picked up on news channels. That got picked up. It was all over the internet. Major news outlets picked this up. And I guarantee you that was probably, I can't guarantee you, but here's my guess. That was done off of a press release and the video and on their website and on their social channels. And the news saw it. The news outlets saw it, said, this is a great story. Awesome. And so Payless Shoes basically got free promotion for just setting up this store. Don't know what it cost to set up that little fake store, but that's what they got. And that, you see, what makes that so great is you are tying in your sales process and your ultimate product to the public relations stunt/event. That's what makes that so great, because now people are saying, oh my God, did you see that Payless thing where they brought those people in? I thought those shoes were like $500 and they told them they were Payless and they were $35. Great. Yes, because it drives you. It says wow, these high-end people who think these are really expensive shoes, they're at Payless. I can get them at Payless. Shut up. That drives people to Payless. And then on the opposite side of the coin, we have this gleaning turd, which is the radio station in Cleveland, which banned the song Baby It's Cold Outside. Now, if you go back and watch my video from Friday, where I laid out my case as to why this is, it was a stupid stunt. Let me recap it for you. Yes, they're all buzzing inside the hallways. Oh, Greg Catheri is here. Greg's in TV. Greg will understand this more than anybody. They got all of this PR. They got people on the internet talking about, oh, this radio station in Cleveland and they banned this song. And does that make you listen to them? Because even on their own Facebook page, 94-6, people said play the song. You see, radio stations normally garner attention like this when they play a song that is deemed to be offensive or controversial or whatever the case may be. I can't think of a single time in history when a station garnered attention for not playing a song. By the way, I talk about attention in my first book, which was just on the screen behind me, called High Performing Ads. There's a chapter in there called The Getting Attention Myth. And this is the big myth. Oh, we got all this attention. Great. Awesome. And inside those halls, they're going, oh my God, can you believe it? We're on the front page of Drudge and Yahoo, and we're on NBC and all this crap. Yet your audience has said they want to hear the song. Again, it is not 1995 anymore. It is not June 28th, 2007 anymore, the day before the iPhone first went on sale. The world has changed. If people want to hear a Christmas station that plays that song, guess what? They know where not to go. They know not to go to Star 102.5 or Star 102.1 in Cleveland. They know not to listen to that radio. I'm waiting for somebody in the radio industry to please, and I spent 25 years in it. Please explain to me how you getting all of this attention for not playing a song is going to equate to sales. How? Because I will tell you, it's not going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Because most people are very upset with you. And I even looked up the, I believe it's Fox 10 in Cleveland, their video on YouTube, which had the story, which was quoted in USA Today and some of these other media outlets like Pix 11 in New York. And the midday host saying, well, this was the decision of our listeners, and we shouldn't really be playing this because the tone of it's and my reaction to that was, if you're letting your listeners pick your playlist, which by the way is horse crap. I was going to say something else. I'm going to throw the BS flag on that, because radio stations spend an inordinate amount of money on research. And you're going to tell me that you're just going to take all that Christmas research, which, by the way, the number one most researched Christmas song is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. That's why you hear it every 4 minutes. You're going to tell me you're going to take all that research that you paid all that money for and just throw it out the window and let let the listeners tell you? And by the way, the other thing about this story, and I mentioned this in the video on Friday, it was a call. This is what the news report that I saw said. It was a listener who said, you may not want to be playing this Baby It's Cold Outside song. So you're going to tell me it was a call, one, singular, not plural, one call? No, this was nothing more than a low-tech, low-rent, poorly thought out attention stunt. Because people in media are attention whores. I'll just call it for what it is. That's all this was. But trust me, up at Entercom, the company that I almost worked for, they own that station in Cleveland. They're all going, oh my God, this is great. We got all this publicity. Show me how that translates to sales, because if you get any kind of a ratings bump in it, it's going to be very minor and it's going to be very brief. I'll guarantee you that. And see, this is where you don't think things out. You have to think these things through. You see, if you're going to get all this attention through this PR stunt, just like IHOP earlier this year, remember that big hubbub? If you're going to get all of this attention and you're driving people to your radio station, allegedly, but you're not, you're actually driving them away. If you're going to drive people to this radio station, you better be doing something different than every other damn station on the planet. I can tell you that. Because when people go there and then they hear the same crappy commercials and they hear the same garbage promotions and all of this and the same 20 songs over and over and over, that's what it seems like. They're going to go, this is why? Now you've just taken one less song out of the playlist. Oh, now you're down to 39. Great. It is so short-sighted. You better be doing something different because you got all this attention. You blew it. I'm telling you, you blew it. Just my 2 cents. But that's the week in PR. Let's look at some of these comments. Look at all these people that join. Is it that kind of a Sunday night? Is that when everybody just hangs out on Facebook? What do we got here? Lisa says, hey guys, stop doing that. Marlon, hello. Robert, hello. Let's see. Let's go down here. The fashionistas got punked, yes, at at Payless. But it was if you have not seen that video, there's a 30-second and a 15-second video. And the one I saw was actually, they smashed them together at 45. It's brilliant. I mean, not a new concept, but they pulled this off masterfully. Let's see. Greg says, oh, here we go. Greg is in Indianapolis. Our local soft AC station also dropped that song. Wasn't surprised by that move. Yeah, I talked about this on Friday. I said, here come the copycats. And sure enough, what happened? Because you got radio programmers all around the country going, well, Cleveland pulled it. Maybe we should pull it too. And then all of a sudden, the media, which feeds on itself, the whorish, slavish, parrot media that doesn't report anything, they only repeat things. What they've done, now this station in Indianapolis, I told you this was going to happen. Go back and watch the video from Friday. I called it. I don't sit there and say I told you so, but I told you so. Got these programmers sitting around going, well, I don't know, maybe we should pull it because that'll get us some media attention too. Wouldn't you like some free TV time? Isn't that what you'd like? And you get the GMs and the sales managers going, yeah. Ta-da! Gutless and stupid as well. If you're in the radio industry, if you're a programmer and you pull this song, you are gutless and stupid. I'm just going to say that. Let's see. Oh, my brother's on here. Hello, Brian. The safe face common sense move to garner attention would have taken a call in poll to keep the song or cut it. You would have at least got something positive out of it. Yeah, they actually did. Here's BS flag number 2. They did this station in Cleveland actually did a poll on their website, and they said that the overwhelming majority of people supported pulling the song. Yet they never showed the results. I believe it was Stalin that said it doesn't matter who votes, it's who counts the votes. I'm paraphrasing, but I believe that's how it went. Yeah, but yet on their Facebook page, it was 94% to 6% said, keep playing the song. And what did they do? Oh no, hashtag me too, or whatever. By the way, that was so 2017. Let's keep it up here. Let's try to stay at least with the curve, if not be ahead of it. Greg says, Greg, by the way, works in television in Indianapolis, Indiana. Greg says, it's never one caller. Yeah. No, you know what? And in fact, I think this time it might have actually been one caller or maybe 2. And one of those 2 callers was probably a station employee's wife. We all know how that game works, right, Greg? Dennis says they don't even play a quarter of the Christmas songs out there. Oh, no. Oh, they don't play a hundredth of the Christmas songs out there. It's all the same rehashed, remade garbage. So, oh, God, I can't wait to go out to my car and turn on the radio and hear another remake of Last Christmas. Oh, God, please. I've been waiting. Hurry. Please, somebody do another cover of that song. Bill says, if I owned a competing station in the market, I'd play Baby It's Cold Outside nonstop 24/7. Oh, you better believe it. I would. Or I'd do it for an hour, like every other hour. Yeah, you know it's coming. Robert says, MP3s in the car killed radio for me in the car at any rate. Yeah, you're not alone. Let's see. Bill says, this keeps us divided with arguing over dumb stuff. Madison, Wisconsin spun it as support for the Pound Me Too movement. I'm on board with that. I'm absolutely on board with that. Robert says, just laughing at the name of the movement, keeping people divided is something I discourage by doing just the opposite when the opportunity presents itself. Well, good for you. Thomas is here. Craig is here. Michael Hauk is here. Mindy is here. You know, I tagged Mindy in this because she, with her PR background, would appreciate this. Payless, you wanted a lesson in really, really solid, smart, well thought out PR? Follow Payless Shoes and their lead this week. Go back and go watch those videos. They are brilliant. Brilliant. And then look at all the crappy coverage that the station in Cleveland garnered. I don't know what I don't know what the station in Cleveland what they're going to do. As a former radio programmer myself, first off, I wouldn't have pulled the song. But if it was dictated to me to pull the song from corporate, yeah, okay, fine. And I would have said, oh, here's the person who made that decision. Here's their phone number. Here's their email address. Why don't you give them a ring or drop them a line and a virus while you're at it? That would be my take on it. Let's see who else we got here. And Julie Williams. Oh, Jules Bait. My old radio partner in Indiana. Glad you're here for this. I just don't get it. But yeah, I like Bill's idea. Some station playing that thing 24/7. Every iteration, every cover version of that song. Oh, I absolutely. You know, talking about playing the same song over and over again. When we were blowing up, Marlon says, have to run. You're doing an awesome job. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Bill says, so what would you do if Cleveland Radio called you and asked for your help? First off, they won't. Secondly, if they did, I would tell them exactly what I've just said here. I give you the unfiltered, unvarnished, absolute, pure, 100% my opinions and my thoughts. I hold nothing back. I clean up the language because I like to keep it PG-13, but I would say, you know what, you add the damn song back in, and you say, you know what, we realize that that a lot of you wanted to hear this song, and I would make a big announcement and say, you know what, 9 o'clock or 7:20, let's check the temperature and the traffic. Here's Steve Cream Cheese in the jet copter or whatever. I would add it back in, and I would be unapologetic about it. I would say, you know what, or I would be very apologetic about it. And I would say, you know what, we heard from a lot of you and we understand that you want to hear this song. You know what, we've had a change of heart and here it is. That's what I would do. But will they? No, because they've got to stick to their decisions. Robert says, I always third-partied unpopular decisions, too. Jules says, I'm late to the party. Was hoping the band song was that awful Christmas Shoes. Oh, Christmas Shoes. Oh, God. Oh, that song's terrible. It's truly wretched. Scott's here. Hello, Scott. Christmas Shoes. Oh, yeah. Cleveland, the heart of rock and roll, but the heart attack of Christmas. Nothing has changed, brother. It's why I love you. 30 plus years later, Bill, still the same. Yeah, that Christmas Shoes. Oh, I remember we used to have to play that. Oh, that was just wretched. New song, the Christmas Shoes. Ugh, gross. There's a lot of other. Oh, that Springsteen Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, that dreck. God, that song's that song is like 5 minutes long, and it feels like 5 weeks to me. I've always hated, especially that part where he laughs towards like three-quarters of the way through, and they're in that breakdown. He's like Santa Claus. Somebody like came up and grabbed his ass or something. I don't know what happened. That song to me is just so a song. Pull that one. And how about McCartney's simply having a wonderful Christmas time? Don't need to hear that either. And John Lennon's Happy Christmas, War is Over. Gross. I'm sure in the late 60s, early 70s, whenever that song was released, it was very poignant at that time. Now, no. I've, let's see. Snoopy with a bleh. Yeah. At the time, it was probably great. Now, that song is about as fresh as like a rerun of Mayberry RFD or something. I mean the Andy Griffith Show. There's just nothing there. There's just nothing there. Payless, there's something there. Station in Cleveland, nothing there. Corporate controlled, dreck, corporate glazed, garbage media, awful, stupid, attention whores. That's what you are. Please come on my live stream, debate me, please. I'm giving you an open forum. Tell me and the rest of the world why. But I know you won't. But the offer is there. Dennis says, ew, Springsteen Christmas. Yeah, gross. Oh, do they know it's Christmas? That song's okay. Greg says, last time I was in Evansville, there are two. Christmas music, everybody wonders why these stations play Christmas music so early, because it's a ratings monster. That's why. It really did. It outperforms the rest of the year, and that's no lie. Don't get it? Hell, iHeart Media has one of their stations on their app has a station that plays Christmas 365 year round. I mean, I get it, but I kind of don't get it. You know what I mean? It's like, this is a little. I will tell you the one thing. You know what? This station in Cleveland should have done, or what they should do. I'll tell you. So you know what? We're gonna make it up to you. If you don't add back in that song, and that's totally your decision, fine. Do it. Don't. It does not affect my life one way or the other. But here's what you do. One of the most honest things that we ever did when I was at CBS, one of my former program directors would go on the air on Christmas Eve day, and he would pretend to be Santa Claus, and we would take calls from kids. And of course, we had the screener. The parent would call in and say, oh, yeah, little Johnny and Susie are here, and they want to talk to Santa. Okay, does Johnny and Susie have a pet? Yes. Okay, what's their pet's name? What do they want for Christmas? Blah, 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 And then we would put them on hold, and we would do this live on the air. And this was 2 or 3 hours of this, and it was phenomenal radio. It was the most pure, non-corporate glazed crap. Aside from that, this was so real and so true and so pure. It was awesome, and I loved that. It was so great. That's what this station in Cleveland should do. You know what? Day before Christmas, here's what we're going to do. December 24th, we're going to do nothing but calls for like 4 hours straight. Susan Day is watching from Oregon. Hello, Susan Day. Thank you for being here. Dennis says, I hate Dominic the Donkey. Oh, Dennis, I'm going to go one better. Everybody hit your laugh or your angry or whatever. I don't care what reaction button when I say the name of this song. Is there any worse Christmas song than I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas? Gayla Peavy. You familiar with that one? You know that song? I hope that's not just a Midwest thing. But that song is truly wretched. If you've never heard I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, I mean, go listen to it or whatever you want. But I'm telling you, that to me is like, There's scraping the bottom of the barrel, and then there's actually breaking through the bottom of the barrel and digging